Hello and welcome. My name is James Alexander and this evening I have a confession to make. Yes, that's right, I am excited. And why are you excited, I hear you ask? Well, I am excited because I am in Patong, in Phuket, and I have come to view and interview a DJ who is truly on the international stage. And not only that, she is also a Thai national. Tonight, DJ Nakadia will be playing for Shelter at Illuzion nightclub on Bangla Road. Dubbed the Queen of Techno, she is also a music producer and an incredibly talented young lady. DJ Nakadia has kindly agreed to allow the Farangbowl to film her gig this evening and to also interview her tomorrow. So if you want to join us on an evening of techno and raving from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock this morning, then please do. Let's go clubbing. Welcome to the Farangbowl.
Patong, arguably the most popular nightlife tourist destination in Phuket. Full to the brim with restaurants, bars and nightclubs, welcoming guests with open arms from all over the world. Tonight, however, Phuket plays host to one of Thailand's favourite daughters.
Today is Sunday afternoon following that incredible gig put on by Shelter at Illuzion nightclub, and I am sat in the executive lounge of the Key Hotel in Patong with the very lovely Nakadia. How are you?
Sawadika. Yeah, I still tired. I'm not sure it's from the party yesterday or from hangover. No, hangover or jet lag, I don't know.
Well, I heard from Sebastian that you finished at 5:40, is that right?
Yeah, 3 hours. No, actually like 3 hours and a half.
Right, it was a long night, so forgive us if we feel a bit tired today. Nakadia, I have to say, you are by far probably one of the most famous people that the Farangbowl magazine and YouTube channel has covered, and we really appreciate you agreeing to allow us to film the gig last night and of course sit with us and have this interview today, so thank you for that.
Thank you to join us.
I've got several questions here about your career and your life with some details that I think are really important that the viewers get to hear about. You are truly an international techno DJ star and music producer, so hopefully most of the viewers will be aware of the fact that you are from Thailand. However, your particular story is really unique in my opinion. I read that you're a farmer's daughter and you're from Konburi in Isan, and that you are the youngest of 5, and that your family worked as migrant workers and you were often left alone when you were a child. Do you remind yourself at times of those hardships and struggles and what life was like in those days?
In the time when I was there, I'm not see the world. I happy childhood. I grew up there, have the right farm, surround the village, and we was fun playing with my friend around, running around. We have nothing to do much there, but it's a happiness, and I don't feel that I miss something because I don't see the world.
Yeah, I did read somewhere when somebody else asked you that question that you had said that you actually have a lot of happy memories from those days.
Yeah, because like we don't say we are poor, we have nothing, no money, eating like rice. Sometimes we eat rice only with the sauce. We have no meat at all. I am okay with that.
Right.
If for somebody maybe they feel like I have to eat something like, but no, that's what we have. We eat and I go run, play around with my friend, and sometimes not feel even want to eat, play too much.
Right.
And my mother scream like, "Hey, Poo," my nickname Poo, and come back home and eat, you know. And no, I don't want to eat, I want to play, you know, like, yeah, it's just fun.
Your first experience of techno that I read from your website, Techno Music, was when your now manager Sebastian invited you to a gig, and I remember it saying that you went to a techno club and this was when you first sort of fell in love with that music. Can you remember that time and describe it to us now?
It's an amazing feeling, you know, like, because like when I in Korat, it's different than Bangkok completely, right? Bangkok, you have more genres of music that you can educate about it. But Korat, the Thai club, is pure Thai music. I hang out with the Thai pop music. And then straight from Korat to Germany, the music, like, wow, it's another world. They have trance, they have techno, they have everything that I learned what is different genres. And one time, Seb bring me to this club Marusha play, techno club, like, wow, I love the beat and the vibe, you know, like, so I tell Seb, like, well, I want to be a DJ, Seb.
I think actually just seeing the energy that you put into that set last night, I mean, it is absolutely what you're supposed to do, and you could see that you're so passionate about it. The energy was just pouring off you.
Yeah, that is me, you know, because somehow it happened, like, because I'm really enjoy and to see people dance on my music. You know, I smile and I have to look like, wow, I'm proud that people dance to my music, and I have to do my best to move my set. Right. I play like roller coaster. Sometimes when I go power, and I also bring down. Sometimes I move to the funky techno.
Great, yeah, I was hearing that.
Try to read the people, what do they want, because what I'm doing is not easy job, because if the top superstar, you can come and just do your thing, play your style or whatever, but I want to get to know the people, every city and every country, they like different things, you know, so I want to bring them, like I get to them and I want to bring them to my way.
No, it was brilliant, and I did notice that. I mean, I was expecting to hear just full-on techno from beginning to end, but I think you played some melodic house in techno, and you really sort of varied the set. And
because I see some place, sorry, I can do, because I saw the face of them like maybe to underground techno. Let's go to a little funky. Let's go to melodic, you know.
The energy was there, and I think that's what matters. But just going back to how you started, I read that after just 1 year of DJing practice, you began your career in 2003. And at this point, incredibly, your career just took off. And by 2005, you had toured over 100 venues from Brazil at Club Managarosa, across most of Europe, and then heading east as far as Hong Kong and Seoul in South Korea. And I will go on because these facts are great. During the first 17 years of your career, you performed over 1,700 times across 72 countries, playing at Ushuaia and Ibiza, The Edge in Sao Paulo, and various other prestigious venues in Belgium and Germany. In 2015, you had a feature interview with the DJ magazine Mixmag. And in 2018, Mixmag also ran a really cool feature video on the Thai dance music scene called Global Dance Floor Thailand. And that featured yourself, Mendy Indigo, and XO809. I just wanted to say to you, even though I'm not Thai, but as somebody that really does love this country, I'm really proud and inspired of what you've achieved, and I think it's incredible. How do you actually feel about what you've done in your life up to this point? The success, really. How do you feel about the success that you've had?
For me, I'm really proud because I start from nothing, and I select the fan from place to place, you know. And also, at the same time, I learn about the music, about the crowd, about the scene. And until nowadays, to become a DJ is quite easy because if you have money, you have investment, you have good manager, it's easy. But I'm proud because I do from the heart. I build a cellmates by myself. I select fans from by playing, and also for Thailand about the scene. So I'm really proud that I built the electronic scene quite really like 20 years now, because in that time the music is, I mean, people might like that, I like this, I like more underground, I like to play the music that people don't know. It's challenged me. I like to play the new track, for example, and no, I just mean I build the scene in Thailand that, and also really nice that also Color in the park, Color, they also doing really good thing for Thailand. Right. Why I'm not here, you know, because I'm on tour around the world. But to come back Thailand, he keep the scene.
I think it's fair to say that you appreciate what you've done and your career at the moment, and you're happy with the way things are going. I have to say, regarding your music and how you like playing tracks that people haven't heard, there's several tracks that you played last night, and I kept getting my phone out trying to Shazam them, going, what is that? That is amazing. And,
did you get the Shazam?
No, it just said it couldn't, on a couple of them it said it couldn't find it, and I'm like, oh, I bet you that's not released or it's hers, you know.
Yeah, so because some track unreleased, and mostly I play a lot of my track last night, and yeah, and sometimes when I saw the people Shazam, I love to mix together.
Yeah, that's a bit naughty. I'm sure DJs did that, but you just confirmed.
But mostly I love to mix two tracks together, always create, you know, to make it a new remix.
Of course, yeah, and
from that night.
Of course.
Yeah.
And you were doing that a lot. No, I just thought your skills were.
But if you want to know the track, I let you know.
All right. Well,
our secret.
if you can remember what you played, then I'll have a little listen to that set list. Now, just moving on from your DJ career, you're also an incredible music producer, and you've released records on dance music labels such as techno legend Carl Cox's Intec and Filth on Acid. And you released your own early music in 2008 and 2016. However, in 2019, you released an EP on Filth on Acid, and that stayed in the Beatport top 10 charts for 2 consecutive weeks. And I think it's from this point that you received global recognition. In 2020, also, you had a total of 5 EPs that were scheduled to be released on Kraftek, Octopus and Setabout. And when I actually looked into the music you had done, I do have to say that I love your tracks, Moonwalk, released on Filth on Acid.
Thank you.
In fact, I was playing that yesterday on the way here, and Acid Storm, which is on Carl Cox's Intex in 2019. I mean, they're awesome tracks. How are you able to find time to create music given your intense live schedule?
It's really hard to find time, but traveling so much, and then I do my best like when I at home. So I'm just jam around, record, jam until I get the right sound, and then I record the sound.
Right.
And then when I'm traveling, I work on the laptop with Ableton, edit all my records.
Oh, you use Ableton, do you?
Yeah.
Because I've seen other videos where I think your lounge is your studio as well, isn't it?
Oh, because sometimes if you see Logic, sometimes I work with a partner, like Ramon Sanger, and also like Honey Speaker, because I need help also for I'm not 100%. I still educate.
You'll have the idea, but they need to put it into the machine for you.
Sometimes I need help for mixing and mastering, and yeah, so that is Logic, but for my personal, it's Ableton.
Right, moving on to your other, or the other areas of your work. You've recently written a book with your manager Sebastian called Positive Energy Becoming Nakadia. Was it an emotional experience writing this book with Sebastian, and what can people expect to read about in this book?
What they expect, I don't know.
So really, I mean, what story is it about your life from the beginning?
Yeah,
to, right.
It's not really so much about like DJ. It's about the life, how hard that is, how I grow up, you know, and how I make it to the world. How hard is on the way to get there. Yeah, so I want to share my experience, and especially I want to write the book already in Thai in 2008, but I could not really find the time. It's always on tour, and until COVID come, like okay, I really want to share my life. So this is why we sit down. We say I got the request in Mauritius, so we have quarantine for 2 weeks. So in that time, so we wrote the book together, try to remember what we did from the past, you know. That time we can really focus, because it's different with quarantine and at home. Home you have so many things to do, and quarantine you just focus on this, and so quiet. We have the sea view, have the bird visit sometime. We get so much inspiration to focus on this. Yeah, and of course we're not finished in 2 weeks. And after that, we finish tour, we come back home to continue.
And if people want to buy this book, they can get it from your website, which is nakadia.com, right?
Yeah, they can go to Amazon and my website.
Amazon as well, right?
Yeah, so it's about inspiration, and I want to inspiration, especially Thai people, you know, from Isan, that you have to believe in yourself, that
Completely,
you can do.
Yeah.
You can make it, you know. Doesn't matter where you come from, but you have to fight away and be strong.
The next question is, Berlin is now your home, and as I mentioned, I believe that your lounge is your studio. However, do you actually plan on staying there? Is there any thoughts of ever coming back to Thailand, or it's Berlin for you?
For me, I love Berlin because I learn a lot from Berlin about the music, you know. And over there is people really like open-minded. It's about community. They think, they feel the same. So places like I just went to the simple restaurant. You will meet the people in the business there, and you can just easy to talk. You know, when you meet another city, you might see family people, and you want to talk something with them. They don't know your business, and then become a lot of questions. But in Berlin, it's the best when you see each other. Hey, and then you just can go on what you do this weekend and what happening with the track, the label, whatever. You can just talk, you know. Even meet people in the park, and people feel the same.
How long have you been living in Berlin for?
Like 2002, my first time I visit Germany. I lived there for 1 month, and I feel like wow, the people like it's not German there. It's international. I like it, and yeah, every few months, Asia and Europe, I'm there. 2005, I am 5 months. in Berlin longer, like getting longer. I like that city. Until 2010, that official that I got my resident permit there is the artist, and I have my own apartment. And so before I was like have apartment like every 3 months. I move every 3 months.
Really? Okay.
My vinyl I have to store somewhere.
No way.
I move a lot with my suitcase. Like, oh my God, how can I do in that time? Like now still moving, but the bag is so small. I traveling now like 13 days with no luggage check-in. Only just hand luggage with my backpack. That's it. I can do it.
Lovely.
With a female, I can do it.
So I think it's fair to say that Berlin is your home, and that's where your heart is really now.
And coming to Thailand is talking. I love my country as well. But it's perfect because it's January and February. I'm come every year. I'm here every year.
All right.
So
you get to see family and friends whenever you want to.
I try to visit my family. I try because sometimes my schedule is too busy. So, and like this trip, I have no time to visit my family. But I will come back in January, February, like my routine, you know. So I will visit them.
Because I think you're playing in Kuala Lumpur, aren't you, on Wednesday, and then you're in Bangkok at some point of the weekend.
Bangkok on night. First will be Bangkok and then KL, Bali.
And then it's the rest
And
of
still
your
not home.
Asian tour.
After that, I'm go back to Europe. I will play in Madrid, if I remember right. Madrid and Germany, 2 gigs. Go back home one day, renew my bag, and I'm going to America.
Lovely.
So I'm ready for the jet lag.
Well, you've got a lot of dates ahead of you. And my final question, actually, I was going to lead on to ask you. I mean, what is next for DJ Nakadia? What are your future plans? Is it more gigs? So you've got more records that you're going to create, or are you going to put on your own nights, or?
Future plan? I mean, everything already in plan. Set plan really well already. I'm busy for next 7 months.
Right.
No, 7 months. No, yeah. Yeah, and then I got the request every day, so then always fill up more and more busy.
That's great.
So and then I concentrate more on the America. That is a new market. That's the future, another future plan.
Have you played in America before?
Yeah, I have played there. Right. New York, so out. Oh my God, my first time. Last year in November, I played there. It's amazing. So I try to use my visa work permits, you know, for the last 3 years. So now I want to concentrate a lot on America. So it's new market for me there.
Well, Nakadia, please enjoy. I think you've got a couple of days rest now anyway. Please do enjoy your well-earned short rest before you fly to Bangkok and then Malaysia. It has been an absolute pleasure meeting you, and I really appreciate having the time to speak with you today and to film yesterday.
Nice to meet you also. Thank you for having me.
And I hope you have a great tour for the rest of the year.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. And I apologize with my English, with my Thai. Maybe I sometimes sorry for my answer. I'm not the best.
I think we're all tired, and no, that's perfectly fine. But thank you very much.
Thank you. ค่ะ ขอบคุณค่ะ